After a short day yesterday, we're doubling our mileage from Ellington to Farmington. The landscape from the satellite view looks like dry mountains and green river valleys. Should be a stunner today. More about Ozark culture. Baptist and Methodist are the primary denominations in this part of the country. As far as the industry of the Ozark region, tourism, trucking, and poultry farming drive much of their economy.
Good morning and welcome to day 44. It is Friday, June 28th. I am riding at 5:10 a.m. through Ellington, Missouri. Going to Farmington today. Happy to be getting an early start. It's foggy, pretty, there's already some glow in the sky. It's going to be a good day. It's been a slow start to the morning. First 5 miles averaged 8.2 miles per hour. Quite a hilly start. That leads me to believe that the second half of today will be flatter than the beginning, because today's less climbing than yesterday for sure by a decent margin. I'm now at the 10-mile mark of today's ride, and the average speed has increased to 9.2 miles per hour. Still a slow go, but last 5 miles were better than the first 5 miles. Here's the math games I play on the road. I'm 10 miles into a 60-mile day. I've climbed 800 feet. So at this rate of climbing, at the end of the day, I would have climbed 4,800 feet. But I'm only climbing like 2,800 feet today. So I kind of think about, all right, what's the difficulty of the remaining 50 miles going to look like? And it certainly should be easier than the first 10 miles. I just put the route into the Epic Ride Weather app. That's the one that shows the wind direction over time. And that one seems to suggest that today's route is not 2,800 feet of climbing, it's 3,800 feet of climbing. Oh, there's a lot of discrepancy between my GPS, between the GPX Studio web app that I used to segment these GPS files, and this Epic Ride Weather app. So I don't know which one's accurate, but I might be in for more climbing than I originally thought today. But at least what's indisputable is that I'm only going 60 miles today, and shorter than the 68 I did yesterday. I know you're itching for more math thoughts, and I was thinking about the elevation problem with those different estimates. I watched a video a few years back about the problem with measuring shorelines. And the issue is that you're going to get vastly different measurements based on how you're measuring it. So imagine you had a 100-mile long stick and you were trying to measure the shoreline of America. Or let's do the shoreline of Australia, because it's an island. Right? So you'd do point to point to point to point, and you'd come up with a measurement. But what if you did that with a 1 mile long stick. That shoreline measurement is going to get much larger. And the issue is, the shorter stick you use, the longer the shoreline's going to be. And as that stick gets really small, the shoreline is going to approach infinity. And I think the same thing can be said for calculation of elevations. Depending on the distance frequency that you're using to make those measurements, if that's smaller, you're going to get a higher estimate. If it's longer, you're going to get a shorter estimate. So I think there needs to be some standard in place that's decided upon for elevations, and then all of these tools could give equal measurements. All right, math thoughts over. I fibbed. The math thoughts are not over. Remember those cool math textbooks you had in like elementary school and middle school, and they had these most amazing designs on them, fractals. So fractals, I don't understand fractal math, but I know if you keep zooming into them, they keep getting more and more detailed. And I learned that fractal math has helped with the calculation of things like shoreline, because it's a similar problem. But they put these images on textbooks to entice young kids who are never going to understand at what percentage of human beings on planet Earth understand fractal math. I imagine it is, I don't know, 1/100th of 1%. That was a new Transamerica Trail summer record so far for me, 18% grade on the road. There was something off the road back in, where was that? Nevada. That was like 26 or something. But in terms of the actual route, woo, 18%. It didn't last long. I stayed on my bike. But oh my, that for even 50 feet, I would have slowed to a stop and had to walk. Catching my breath here. All right, I made the mistake again of looking at the numbers and thinking, oh, yeah, today's going to be easier than yesterday. I still haven't learned my lesson. I pulled into the Johnson's Shut-ins State Park Visitor Center and was happy to see that to fill up my water bottles, because I don't think there's any cities with convenience stores between here and Farmington. Could be wrong, but happy to see that. A bunch of tiny little bugs in the air in this part of Missouri, and I'm sure some have flown into my eye. Look at that red eye. Riding through another single lane construction zone. All right, you'll see a steamroller to my left. I'm waving at. There's the steamroller. And then, I don't know what this next vehicle is. It's doing something. Is that a pavement layer or something? Who knows? There's fresh pavement, what I'm riding on. Looks like it needs to be laid over there.
We're starting to get into areas that had significance during the Civil War. Pilot Knob, Missouri was the site of a battle that claimed the lives of 1,000 Confederate soldiers and 213 Union soldiers. The city of Pilot Knob is named after a mountain visible from the city.
Ooh, I'm entering Farmington, and the roads have been busy, even up to 3-4 miles out of town. Large city, 16,000 population. I think that would make it the largest we've been through in Missouri.
Farmington, Missouri is the hometown of Dan Peek, one of the original members of the folk band America. He wrote one of my favorite America tunes, Lonely People. This is for all the lonely people thinking that life has passed them by. Don't give up until you drink from the silver cup and ride that highway in the sky, 'cause I'm on my way back home.
Welcome to the storied Al's Place in Farmington, Missouri. I've really been looking forward to this. The best bike hostel in the Transamerica Trail. It's a donation-based hostel. I've been doing this since 2009, I believe the sign says. They don't want bikes upstairs, so mine, Zing, is over there. And they have a doorbell, and somebody at town hall answered it for me and gave me the door code to let me in. And check this place out. Whoa, it's like being at home. We have a family room right here. Somebody must have finished Kentucky and thought they don't need their air horn anymore for the dogs. I might be taking that. Wonderful kitchen. I set up my stuff here in the closest of the bunk rooms. Just one bunk bed in there. Look at this. Washer, dryer. Oh, I'm gonna be enjoying that. All right, and a great decor up here. And in here we have a bathroom with double vanity and then toilets on both sides. And I have not been further yet. What's over here? Oh, big bunk room with sleeping for 6, computer nook area over here, and bed with sleeping for 6 more. All right, and there must be showers in here somewhere. I must have missed the showers. Where are those at? Showers are located in each of the commode rooms behind the door. All right, gonna be enjoying that. Al's Place even offers this padlocked area. There's the entrance door up there, a padlocked area with the key upstairs, so we can secure our bikes and maybe keep off some of the morning dew that I've had on my bike the past 2 mornings. Could Al's Place get any more awesome? Yes, it could, because it's on the 2nd floor, and do you know what's on the 1st floor? A prison museum. Wow, I just entered and I'm gonna see what's in here. I am so comfortable here at Al's Bike Hostel. Paul asked, do you want to go out and get dinner? I said, no, I want to get carry out and bring it back here because this place is awesome. So I got some Chinese food and a couple of egg rolls. Yum, yum, yum. Hey kids, what time is it? It's time for the daily recap. Today's scenery was a 4, and today's difficulty was let's give it an 8. And my overall feeling of positivity is up high at a 9.